Markovian Parallax Denigrate. First things first, what is actually Markovian Parallax Denigrate? In reality, no one knows. It could be a complicated cipher, leading to something only the best of code breakers could see, or it might lead you to nothing as many people believe. But when these ciphers appeared online, you might ask? The story goes like this. The Markovian Parallax Denigrate messages date back to 1996, before the Internet as we know it existed, at a time when the discussion system Usenet was still in wide use. Usenet allowed users to communicate by posting chronologically ordered messages, and not unlike the forums of today, it had problems with spam. The first ever spamming incident happened in 1994, when two lawyers posted thousands of ads for their immigration law services, but 1996 is when Markovian Parallax Denigrate messages started to surface, and make people wonder if this was something more than just a spam. August 5, 1996 is a day when hundreds of odd messages began sliding into discussions on Usenet. They consisted of blocks of seemingly nonsensical strings of words that read like terrible slam poetry. The only thing they shared was an equally meaningless subject line, Markovian Parallax Denigrate. Here is the only message that we still have today. With no easy explanation for their origins or meaning, the messages quickly became a subject of many theories. According to an in-depth article from 2012 on the Daily Dot, some Usenet denizens hypothesized that the words were a kind of secret code. The indecipherable messages were even likened to the broadcasts of enigmatic Cold War numbers stations. More than 20 years later, and despite all of the attempts to crack, or even find, some kind of cipher, to date, no one has been able to detect any kind of hidden meaning in the messages. Another theory is talking about how Markovian Parallax is an early and failed attempt to create internet bots. The Markovian part of the message name has been thought to relate to a calculating process called a Markov chain, which has been used in programming chatbots. According to the author of Daily Dot, Kevin Morris, the messages are a work of an alleged spy called Susan Lindauer, but Susan denied her involvement in the creation of these messages. Is Susan really involved? No one knows. One of the theories is pretty simple. This is a work of a troll and there is no mystery behind it whatsoever, but again nobody came to claim the messages as their own, either for a reason to hide their identity or maybe the messages are serious and trolling is not the case here. More than 2 decades after the messages hit Usenet and despite countless attempts to solve the case, no one has ever been able to. As the years are passing, it seems that this mystery will be yet another victim to the time and will always remain unsolved.